So what happened, Eduardo?
Glazing each other is
What
fucking
happened?
ridiculous. The way you glaze each other is
Then
fucking
what happened?
ridiculous. The way you glaze each other is fucking ridiculous.
I didn't get
Like-
the memo.
Like you see this. You see gold, right? It goes for a reason. We win shit. We haven't won shit right now, but we have in the past. 20 years and nothing happened.
We have more Premier League titles than both of you. We have more league titles than both of you. More titles in general than both of you.
Can't hear you.
I told y'all motherfuckers.
Neither of you are the biggest club in your cities.
What?
Wait.
Neither of you are the bigger clubs in your cities, and we have more titles than both of you.
Yo, get
Let
a
me just
Champions League,
remind
then
you.
you can talk.
Let
Get
me
a
just
Champions
remind
League.
you.
Yo, all
Let
you
me
need
just
a
remind
Champions League. All you need a Champions League, and you'll get your
Let
London
me-
chain back.
let me just
Ever
remind
since
you.
then, am
We
I right,
have more.
Kimo?
We
Am I
have
right?
more titles than both of you, and neither of you are the bigger club in your city. Don't
Can't
forget.
hear you, man. I'm
Don't
on my
forget.
high horse right now, man. Four of them things, baby. Four of them
Yeah,
things. Four of them things. Substance. You know. But I feel for you, big bro.
Look, 'cause
Feel
you got player of the year Foden, young player of the year Palmer, and you got Perry Saka.
2-time England Player of the Year. Don't forget, 2-time England Player of the Year.
Isn't it beautiful, Kimo? Isn't it beautiful?
You know what? Cole Palmer, you know, he's calm, great. But Foden said, check my chain. That shit's real. That shit's authentic.
Yo, he is pissed. Welcome back to another episode of Ball Boys Podcast. Final day of the Premier League, and as you can see, one side is happy, the other side isn't. You know, as a Hall of Fame hater, I am ecstatic right now. And yeah, so we're gonna get into the game. Obviously, we're gonna start with the big boys, the Gunners from North London forever. 2-1 Arsenal to Everton at home on the final day. Eduardo, what are your thoughts on the final day?
Not much to say about the game. Actually, Everton played a decent game.
Very good game.
We didn't play all that well. But we did our part. We just needed to win. That's what we got. I'm gonna say it again. Another bad game from Partey.
Very bad game.
I know. I will say it again. I know that Pedro's boy, but I don't think he belongs in my club. I thank him for the last few performances, but beyond football, he's not a supporter. He's not a player I can support. So I'm hoping he gets sold this summer. Hoping he gets sold with Zinchenko. Oh, some positives, I guess. ESR showed good signs. I still don't think he should stay in my club.
Wow.
Martinelli had a pretty solid
Hell
game.
end product.
Yeah,
Hell end
I'm
product.
thankful for him, but like in terms of his career, he's not gonna keep progressing in Arsenal. He needs to go somewhere else. Maybe come back. But in general, we did our part. Didn't crack. Nothing else to say. Honestly, I'm just happy we left with a win. I think the fans, the club deserve that. Broke again our record for most wins in the season.
Oh, what a record.
So
What a record. What a trophy, man.
we leave with a win, and we're coming for more.
I like that energy. I like that energy, though. We coming for more. I like the energy. You're not too down.
Yeah, you know, I gotta respect it. You know, it's from winning the Champions League to winning the Premier League to now just being happy about breaking records for win is crazy. I can't lie to you, but you guys did good. Just came up short. Better luck next year, but you know, it is what it is. I
got 115 reasons why we came up short.
You could have five more to that shit. I could give a fuck less.
Classless piece of shit club. Classless.
Anywho, I feel as though the Arsenal game was definitely solid. I think you guys got lucky. It could have been like 3-0 in the first 30 minutes because it ended off the goalpost.
Different
No.
game.
No. No, yo, Everton was definitely cooking. Like, hitting off the goalpost, making some brilliant saves. But in general, it was definitely. I wish you guys lost so it wasn't blamed on us winning winning the game to win the
Mm.
league. Um, it, it is what it is. But better luck next time. And you know what? I'm happy for you guys. To be honest, I did see improvement from last season to this season. You guys just came up short. I think if you guys didn't like lose to against like the drop points against the Villa game or the Fulham game, you guys would definitely win the league. Those are the games that you guys gonna reflect back on at the end of this season and be like, damn, like we should have done better in that sense. However, I'm proud of you guys, but it is what it is. Four of those things, man. Authentic.
Yeah, I mean, from a neutral standpoint, from you guys, I expected more again from Arsenal. I mean, Eduardo might be like, it was a good game. It was a good game, but for let's say a title decider game, last game of the season, Arsenal didn't play like I thought they would. They weren't as aggressive. Like they were still like dominating the game as usually they do. But like I said in our last episode, Everton is a good defensive squad, and they're gonna catch you on the counter. That's exactly what they did. Obviously, their goal didn't come from a counter, but they come off a free kick. But that goal was eventually gonna happen because every time they caught you guys on a counter, Calvin Lewin hit the post, I think once or twice, something like that. And but Arsenal didn't play bad, but they played good. But it just, I mean, for a final game, it just didn't look like enough, in my
Yeah, and
opinion. I mean, it's still like you did need to hope that like West Ham pulled off a miracle at the same time. But like if you look back like other title decider games in the last day, teams are like putting it all out there. And I'm not saying Arsenal didn't show up. They just didn't look like the team that I seen all season in that final
absolutely.
day.
Absolutely, and I think that's like I was on Twitter and I was reading through like some comments, and one of the things Rodri said in the
It up.
post game press conference was the mentality that you guys had. It, it got weaker, especially when you guys played us at the Etihad. You guys didn't show up. You guys parked the bus, and that's that. You want to go into those games trying to beat the team rather than just being like, hey, I'm open for a draw. If you came there and beat us and then win the league, because that point did matter in the end. Like, it really did. So, you guys just, I guess, hopefully next season you guys come back with a stronger mentality because it's back to back seasons of like coming up
If
short.
Roger hadn't won the league, he wouldn't have said that.
Look, all right, but hear me. Look,
How many teams go into the Etihad and think we're gonna win this game? It's all
Chelsea
about
almost did it.
it's a game of strategy.
Mid-table Chelsea almost did it.
It's
Keeman was
yeah,
stressing his ass
you
off.
have nothing to lose. You
No,
had
what are you
nothing to
talking about?
lose. Chelsea had nothing to lose.
Bro, pride. Fucking pride.
You lost
Yeah.
that shit long ago. You got 5 in the back at the Emirates.
Hey, relax.
I'm just
We
saying,
talk about different clubs.
Rodri wouldn't have said that. Why didn't Rodri say that after the game? He only said that because it worked out for them. It's called strategy. It's called strategy. Sometimes you have to go to a certain field, and then nobody said anything about Madrid parking the bus at Allianz
It's
Arena.
gone, man.
Nobody says anything.
I said
Nobody says
something.
it. It's only a problem when Arsenal does it. It's a strategy of the game. It's easier.
how you
It's
park the
better.
bus.
It's
how you park the
smarter.
bus.
It's smarter to pursue that 1 point than to risk it, lose all points.
Five in the
That's what
back
we
is
did.
crazy. I can't lie to you. Five.
Only problem
Yeah, it is.
for us is we drop points elsewhere. But chasing that point at the Etihad was not a mentality thing. It was not at all.
Look. I'm not gonna say I completely agree, but I hear him. I understand because, in my opinion, that game was crucial. That game was a crucial game, and the way not just the players, fans wise as well. They just accepted a draw. I'm like, bro, you need the 3 points. How many points did you lose by? What, like 2, 3 points?
Two.
2 points. Imagine those 2 extra points. Look,
We got 4. We got 4 out of them. We got 1 out of Fulham, 0 out of Villa. Those were the crucial points.
Okay,
Those
are
were the
well
ones that we
crucial
needed.
points. Those are
Yes,
those
but
are also crucial points.
name another team who's gonna do the double on City. When was the last time a team did a double on City?
Last time? Shit.
What, last year? Maybe
2010?
Wolves? Yeah, exactly.
Oh no, Brentford did the double
But
on them.
yeah, last year. But like, how many times does it happen? But like, suddenly the expectation is for us to do the double at
Yo,
City, and then if we don't do it, then like everybody's
if
gonna start talking, and
if
they're
you're
gonna say
top of the league
mentality.
and call
They're gonna
yourself
say
best
all
in the
this
league,
stuff.
No,
you
no, no,
have
no, no,
to.
no, no, no. The problem is, it's not. It's the way you guys talk about it. The way your fans talk about shit, making it seem like you guys are
You're
like
you're
the
looking at
best.
the Twitter fans. You're not looking at the
No,
real
no,
No,
no, no,
fans.
no,
it's
no, no,
not
no, no,
just
no.
Twitter. It's not just Twitter, bro. Yo, Arsenal is big globally. You know that, right? It's not just
Yeah,
Twitter.
yeah.
It's
City
not
wouldn't
just.
know about that.
What do you mean? What do you
Hey,
mean?
cut it
They
straight.
check your.
Look, look. If it's all season, best in the league, we're first, top of the league. We're gonna win the league. You can't go into a game like we'll take a draw. No, you need
Yeah,
the 3 fucking points.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Like, I'm not saying performance wise. Yeah, park the bus, but even on the counter, bro, like you guys didn't even counter that well. You know
yeah.
what I mean? Like
And
other smaller clubs, like they're all right. City's obviously gonna dominate us. We gotta park the bus, but you gotta catch them on the counter. And all season, if you look at clubs, you can catch City on the counter.
we
Defensively,
got
they have
caught up,
not been
locked up.
good this season.
We got
Defensively,
cooked.
they've been shit this season. So look, there's obviously if they didn't win the league, Roger would obviously say that. But
Yeah,
it plays a part. Now it does play a part, obviously.
yeah.
I think
I'm
you're
not.
looking. You're
I'm not gonna
looking at
say.
the wrong points.
We probably are because there are other results that you should have got points there. But if you're looking at that game, you're both going head for head in the league. You're already first
Yeah.
in the league also. Um, and City didn't even play good that game.
Oh yeah, we didn't get. Yeah,
They
yeah,
were
yeah. We didn't.
terrible that game.
Hey, you know what?
Like the points were there for taking it, and just accepting a draw, like
The whole thing with me.
it's a mentality issue.
Yeah,
I'm not saying that mentally you guys are weak, but
yeah.
mentally going into that game, that was the wrong mentality in my opinion.
The strategy.
Exactly.
That's just
There's
my
strategy to everything.
Oh yeah,
It
and
is.
strategically it didn't work.
It did not
So
work out. Yeah.
so
We got the point.
you got
We
the
just
point.
we
You
got
ain't
the
get
point.
league.
We failed. We failed somewhere else. It wasn't that game.
All right, but that also plays into a part. That
Yeah,
also plays into part.
yeah.
Like sometimes draws feel like defeats. Like.
Nah. You know what? I totally I understand. Yes, it's a mentality thing, but at the same time, I expected more from that game. To be honest, like as a City fan, as an Arsenal fan, like it was just a boring game. Like people talked about it as if it was going to be the game of the season, and then after that game, it's like Spurs is going to decide the goddamn league, and then
Yeah.
Spurs didn't do shit. Like I know you were hoping that Sonny scored that one, but
That's
it
a
was
whole different
Yo,
conversation.
you make
That's a whole
son.
different conversation, bro.
Alhamdulillah. The best finisher.
Disgusting
in the
player,
league.
bro. Disgusting player. Fucking disgusting player. He fucking disgusts me now.
You know how good he is? He's taking the ball from the halfway, like his own half, dribble it, and then take it on the keeper and score. And he missed that chance. Like,
That was everybody knows that shit was on purpose. Fucking disgusting.
proper Spurs, proper Turkey, isn't he?
And the worst part is they fumbled Champions League. They could have had it today too, but they chose
nah.
to twerk
Yeah,
it.
they did.
They chose
They
to
did.
twerk it. They chose
was
to
looking at
twerk it
that.
for these oil guzzling pricks.
But you know what? If I was a Spurs fan, I probably have no morals in that sense. Because I feel though, like if Arsenal was in the position that Spurs were in, you guys would do the same shit. Like I
No, we
can't lie to
wouldn't.
you.
No, we wouldn't. No,
You're
we
gonna
wouldn't.
you're gonna say
No, we
whatever.
You
wouldn't.
say that now, but in that moment,
First of
You
all,
know what?
Spurs would never be in that position. First of all,
You know,
and we wouldn't.
you never know.
I
And we
mean-
wouldn't. We're a club with class. We are a club with class. We wouldn't do that.
You know what? Better luck next year, man. You know what? At least you guys
Yeah,
got Champions
yeah.
League. Yeah,
you got
Champions
Champions
League
League.
football.
You were
But
2 points
second.
off the league.
Yeah,
Maybe third time the charm. Maybe next year.
yeah. It's Pep last year too.
Pep's last year too. But even though it's Pep's last year, he might want to go out with a bang.
5.
Not 5 is crazy. But anyways, moving on from Arsenal. Oh wait, before anything, all respects to Arsenal. You guys did
Oh, yeah,
good.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Respect,
yeah.
look, respect.
No,
Y'all did good. We just trolling. Like
Listen.
y'all did good. I know you're upset.
No,
So it shows.
I want to give some credit to Arsenal. Like I really
Yeah,
appreciate. I enjoy watching the team genuinely. Like I enjoy
yeah.
watching the team
Like
play.
I enjoyed Arsenal this season more than City, in my opinion. In my opinion,
Yeah,
like
you got,
play wise, play
teach your
wise,
own.
play wise.
Teach your own. I just
Teach
you know
your
what's
own.
great. Yeah, the only thing that is annoying about Arsenal is like going on Twitter. Like you guys are just
Mhm.
dickheads. Like I like your team. You guys are just dickheads. Like I throw hands. Like
I honestly don't blame them. Do you understand the clowning we've received over the last 7 years? Of course, we're gonna be fucking unbearable.
I mean, even lockdown, y'all were unbearable.
It was fucking
Like
annoying.
at your worst, y'all was still unbearable, and I loved it.
but yeah,
So
yeah, it's fine. Next year,
look,
I got y'all. I got y'all. Clap it up. Clap it up. Clap it up. For real. For real. For real.
you did a good fight. Maybe next year. All right, City. Was it 3-1 versus West Ham?
Yeah.
Kimo, what are your thoughts on the game?
Um. Great game. Not really great game. Great. You know what? Great game. Fuck it. I'm gonna be cocky. I'm gonna let my. You know what I'm saying? Going in, I was nervous. I was sweating. I woke up early. I've been up since like 5 a.m. I couldn't sleep. I was thinking about it because you know what? I knew West Ham was probably gonna show up, but they didn't. Couple of their boys came down with some stomach virus. Appreciate it. Most of the guys didn't really show up. And then player of the year, Foden. He really tested. He said, "Check that shit. That shit is authentic." 2 minutes in, crazy. I was banger, all bangers.
2 minutes crazy. 2 minutes in is crazy.
It reminded me of that FA Cup game against United last season.
Oh,
Quick,
Gundo goal?
yeah, quick. 1-2, bop bop. And then I guess he scored for the second time. Doku was doing Doku thing. He looked perfect today.
Yeah,
That's
when
the
he's up
first time
against a 32-year-old, that's when he shows up.
it'd be like that. It really do. But I don't really care. A W is a W. Kevin was okay. Holland. We could have been up like 6-0. Holland was just missing
Holland was
everything.
selling.
He was selling. And I'm like, damn. And then West Ham bought one back. Kudos. He's good. He's really good. He was cooked. At one point, he took on like 5 of our defenders, cleaned all of them up, and went on goal. I'm like, damn. I was sweating, but then his goal was beautiful, bicycle kick. And then I was like, damn, 2-1. And I know I was watching the Arsenal game on my phone, making sure things were intact because you guys were down 1-0. And then I saw Arsenal score. I'm like, damn, it might be one of those days because I know you guys are capable of beating Everton. And if West Ham buy one back, we lose the league. But then, Pep went in halftime, changed a few things up. And guess who showed up? Rodrigo. Rodrigo's on fire. You know what I'm saying? But we just sealed the deal off from there, and then the rest is history. It's a beautiful day. We celebrate our 4th. But it is what it is. Feels good.
Celebrate your 40, and it is what it is. It's
It
crazy.
is what it is. It is what it is. I expected it after the Spurs game. Although I was nervous about it, I expected beating West Ham. So I already started celebrating early in the week. Got to today. I was like 8 pints deep. We were going crazy. It was just beautiful. It's just beautiful. Say in general. So I'm gonna go back next year. I'm content with 4, but something is telling me I need 5 of full hand. So maybe, yeah. But although I want a full hand 5, I do want that gold trophy.
You're never gonna get that.
Snatch their
You're
chain.
never gonna get that.
Look, I already took the London chain. You want to take the Invincible chain?
Never gonna get that.
So that's the goal next season. So,
All right.
yeah.
What about you, Eduardo? I mean, obviously, you don't have.
I don't watch the game. I don't
You
watch the game.
I figured you didn't watch the game because you had other things to worry about. Do you have any I don't know, kind words for City or anything like that?
Fuck
Or-
no. Disgusting ass team. I don't have kind words for any team. It's crazy the amount of teams that were twerking for City to win it. City
But you
fucking
you
I would like
were
to make the
backwards.
stallion today.
West Ham fans chanting against Declan Rice, probably their biggest legend. chanting
No, 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 no.
against Declan Rice at full time.
Their biggest legend,
Fucking
no?
fucking United being happy as fuck for the City rivals over Arsenal winning the league. That just
No,
shows
you-
you Arsenal is bigger than fucking City.
No, United wanted Arsenal to win.
No, they didn't.
Well, some.
United fans are happy as fuck that we lost it and that City won it.
I mean, I think it depends which United fan, in my
Because
opinion.
that rivalry goes deep. The rivalry with City, 5 years,
Yo,
8 years.
you know what? My thing is, what's the problem? What's the problem? I feel as though
The problem?
Why-
The problem?
No.
You want to hear my problem? You want to hear my problem?
Why
I'll
are
tell
you
you.
begging? Why are you begging? Why are you begging the
No
ops to do
way.
your
I'll
work
tell
when
you.
could
I'll
have
tell
done
you
your
my
work?
problem. I'll tell you my problem.
Why are you mad?
Football lost today, bro. Football has been losing.
Yapping, man. You're
It's
yapping.
crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy that so many teams are happy about this because 16, 14 years ago, you were nothing. You were absolutely nothing. You were dog shit. You weren't better than Crystal Palace. You weren't better than Bournemouth. Then you financially doped. You broke every rule. And now you're breaking all-time Premier League records. And people are happy. What did that
happens,
tell
man.
you? What does that tell you? No, nah, man. That tells you fucking Derby County. Give Derby County $2 billion and they'll break another record like you. Football lost today, man.
Nah,
Football
nah.
lost today, and I don't understand why. I think football lost today, and every fan is happy, and that shows you how much bigger Arsenal is than your club.
No. You know what? You're mad at the wrong people. You're mad at us for no reason. You're supposed to be mad at your team. You guys dropped.
I'm mad at
Aston Villa.
both. I'm mad at both.
And you know what the craziest thing is? The craziest thing is that
I'm
you're
crying,
begging,
son.
your ops do your dirty work. Like,
No, and that's also what's
Please,
crazy.
Spurs,
That's
please.
also what's crazy. It's not even just Arsenal versus City. Spurs threw that win away. Son is statistically in Europe. Son is one of the best finishers in the last 5
Yes.
years. Son does
it's
not
just an
miss
unlucky
that.
day. It's an unlucky
No,
day.
it's not.
yo.
It's not an unlucky day. How many times have you watched Son miss that? How many? Tell me how many times he has missed that.
Ever did. I never seen him miss that.
Especially against City. When it's City, he buries them bitches.
Oh my days.
So it's not
first time
just
for
us. It's
everything.
also like other teams in the league. They would rather sacrifice playing European football, like Champions League, because I don't give a fuck. Spurs can have their fun time in fucking Kazakhstan and Belarus. I don't give a fuck. Have your fun time on Thursday nights, you pricks. They would
You was there
rather
last year.
sacrifice playing Champions League than Arsenal win the league. That tells you how shit of a club they are. It's not just Arsenal like losing games or whatever. It's not just one-on-one on a title race. It's other clubs against us. Everybody's twerking it for City because nobody gives a fuck about you.
Yo, you know what?
Right now,
Listen.
today, people are more focused on Arsenal losing the league than City winning 4 in a row.
Listen.
And that is a
listen.
fact. And that is a fact.
Listen. If you know what the problem isn't twerking, you guys should have just done your job. Simple. You guys get paid millions of dollars. You guys just fucked up. Just admit it. Like simple shit. Why are you mad at me? Why fuck me? Like, you can't
What'd you say fuck me for?
Nah, son.
Nah,
Hilarious.
nah, but yeah, it is.
Classless.
No.
I'll stand by football lost today. It shows you what money can do. Money can buy our game.
You know,
It shows you that.
You guys have the plastic wrap banners at your stadium. Help them go fly to London and help them throw that shit out.
Arteta's gonna put that in the locker room.
As motivation.
That's gonna do it.
You
for
want to
us.
play the Champions League?
Good.
You want to play the Champions League, boys?
It's not over. It's not over.
Nah, it'd be funny next season if you guys go and be in the top 2. But hey, it is what it is. I can see that happening.
To help Eduardo in this case, 'cause I feel like he's too low.
Yeah, because you glaze each other. Fucking ridiculous.
Let me speak, son. Let me speak. Look, you're right. A part of it is no one gives a fuck about City. No offense, Kimo. No offense. No one gives a fuck about City. No one wants to see Arsenal win. Simple as that. And I'm be honest with you. Last season, I accepted. I'm like, all right, Arsenal wants to win the league. Good for them. You know, somebody else for a change. But then yappa, talk. And it's not just Twitter. It is not just, day-to-day people. We talking about everywhere. Arsenal fans, they were yappa. All right, bet. Now y'all deserve to lose. This season, same thing. Yappa, yappa, yappa. Shut the fuck up and win the league. Simple as that. And guess what? Y'all did it. Y'all did it. That did it. And you're right. No one gives a fuck about City because eventually, if them charges do hit, who knows? Them charges do. No, hear me out. If they do,
they are gonna hit. It's one thing. It's one thing getting 2 charges, but when you get 115 charges, what the
fuck?
Where did
balloons from?
What was that about?
He got bad balloons.
What was that about?
Don't know. Look, if them charges do hit, you're gonna get your trophy. Just relax, calma, all right. No, and once Pep gone, he gone. Everything else gone.
They're gonna hit. They're gonna
hit. No, look.
10th division. I will be there.
Just relax. You'll get your 2 trophies. It's okay. All right.
2 trophies. No. I feel as though it's not gonna hit. You guys could yap all about it.
You're not the lawyer, bro. You're not the lawyer.
I'm not. But the prim is gonna look bad if it does hit. So they're not gonna let that shit fly.
Many of them are least gonna hit because many of them are failing to comply with the investigation.
Bro,
how are you gonna not be guilty for that?
Bro, look, y'all want us to show papers. If we don't show it once,
but also, and if they don't hit, I don't think any team should be happy with that. It shows how broken the league is.
Oh my days! This is
the league worth anything at that point?
Look,
we're the best league in the world.
The best solution for City, the best outcome and solution for City to like obviously not lose all their trophies and like demoted like down leagues, it literally get like the biggest fine and like suspension from like players and stuff like that. That's like that's the safest thing just for like the face of the Premier League because let's be honest, City is the face, whether we like it or not. But and yeah, that's pretty much what I think the FA will probably do. But if worst case, everything gets stripped and you.
No. I don't think it's gonna. The one reason I say it's not gonna get stripped is because, as you mentioned, we're the face of the Premier League, and I think it's gonna be a solid $50 to $75 million like fine. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It's
for 115 charges.
Yeah.
I mean, if we look at it previous, not just Premier League, but like not just the Premier League, but previous years in other leagues, Juventus won the league and then lost their title and got relegated. It's possible. It's very possible.
Now we got the best lawyer in the game, so like I'm not even worried about that.
You got them Abu Dhabi lawyers.
And that's not something to be proud of. Needing the best lawyers in the game.
Oh my god!
What OJ? What the fuck?
What you want me to do? Like,
no, I'm not coming for you. I'm just coming for the club. So, look. So, no offense, Eduardo. Like, it's not you. It's Arsenal.
It is Arsenal.
It's not you. It's Arsenal.
It's the league. It's the teams. It's Arsenal. Everybody took a role.
Look. Because hear me out. If it was like Villa and City going for league, I'm saying, Villa, you better lock in and win this shit. I'm going for Villa to win it. Because obviously.
Yeah.
But who do I hate more in this situation? Who do I hate more? To me, I want both y'all to lose. Respectfully.
Nah, you motherfuckers been glazing each other for ages.
But who would I want more to lose? My London rival or like the regular
the biggest team in London?
North?
Yeah, biggest team in London, of course.
Anyways, so am I right? All right, in this look, how about you put yourself in my shoes? All right, Chelsea's going against City. Who do you want?
They won't.
Who do you want to?
They won't.
Want it to lose more?
Chelsea is going against fucking Atalanta, bro. In the Conference League. They won't.
Money, revenue. That's all that matters. They need it. They need it.
All I wanted was a simple question, like answer, and I get violent.
I'm not gonna worry about other teams.
I'm not saying.
I'd rather my team just play their game. I'm not gonna give a fuck about any team.
Oh wow, that's beautiful, inspirational. You better look next.
Bayern Munich, round 16 next season. We will be there.
Not even that. Madrid, round of 16 next season. You know what? They're gonna get in there.
Give me Bellingham. Give me Kane.
Give me all of them. We'll take them.
Mbappe about to do damage on that defense. Ooh wee.
Who's the right back? Oh, Ben White. locked up by. He gonna get cooked. I mean,
Timber.
not locked
No,
up.
we got Timber.
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 Timber played beautiful today. Aggressive as fuck.
His knee worse than mine.
Once in a while, you got a good game. Bop bop.
It was
Come on
his
now.
first game back. What the fuck are you talking about?
No, he played with the.
Under
Also,
23.
also after the stinkers, Mbappe has been dropping when he's not playing some French pastry makers. I'm not worried about Mbappe.
With that Madrid squad. You know what the
I
problem?
would
is
worry about
with-
the Madrid squad, not Mbappe.
We gonna clip this.
No.
Clip it,
The
clip
Madrid-
it, clip it.
No. The Madrid squad would do damage on you, and the Madrid squad would come to the Etihad and park the bus. Swear to God, they would not even try doing some dumb shit at all. That's
Hey,
just
man.
fair game.
Congrats, City.
Strategy to the game.
Congrats, City. 4 times in a row.
Can we make it 5? We
My,
may never know.
My favorite manager, Pep, has done it.
Yeah, man. But you know what's
only
crazy?
only 2 billion and 115 charges. Pep is a genius.
Yeah. He don't control the fees. He don't control the paperwork. Well, he said it. If they are found guilty, he'll leave. They haven't been found guilty yet.
They will.
And
They will.
you know,
We'll see when we get there.
In conclusion, I would say that the era is coming to an end, and I can feel it happening.
Yeah, he said it.
So I'm trying to enjoy these moments because I know winning trophies, being constantly in the fight for like going deep into tournaments, all that shit would go to shit. Unless we find a great manager, we might take Arteta. He's definitely a city boy. So
He has class. Something you wouldn't know about.
but
Anyways.
yeah, I'm enjoying these final moments, and Pep doing his thing, and hopefully he can make it 5 and create that documentary that Cop was working on. But
Oh.
just doing a calm double next year. Yeah, but in totality, great season, great manager, great team, great effort. Others doesn't have that type of mentality in the end, but they're soft. They just have to build that over the summer. Some are promoting paprika sauce, while others
Paprika sauce.
while others are just hitting bangers
It's
Player of the
peri
season.
sauce.
or whatever. And we saw key players showing up for our team. Palmer, Foden, Rodri. They talk about Rice being a sign of the season. I didn't even realize that boy was playing some certain games, but hey, it is what it is. Didn't he cause that goal today or some shit like that? But hey,
What a header.
He's in the wall. The fuck are you talking about? I know you're new to the game. You've been watching 10
What a
years, but
header.
he was in the wall.
But what a header, though. Yo, that's Sergio Ramos-esque header. Like, fair play. What a header.
yeah, but I'm proud of you guys, and although you don't have that same energy for me, it's still fuck you and fuck Arsenal, but I'm still proud of you.
Can't be happy. Can't be happy for a team who has been ignoring the financial rules for a decade. That just tells me give Derby County $2 billion, they'll do the same shit. Give any team the same shit, they'll do the same. That's just an insult. That's just an insult. It's an insult to the game.
Oh, he's mad.
He'd be like
Nah.
crashing out on
Football lost today.
midnight.
You guys will understand that.
It is what it is.
You
Yo,
be alright,
you know
though.
what's crazy?
You tough,
You know
right?
what's crazy? You know what? Their invincible record that they have doesn't even seem that way anymore. That shit's out of the way.
Won't be broken. One of one.
Hey,
1 of 1.
I mean,
He said, I could go Juve. They don't even brag about that shit. But
1 of 1.
they don't even talk about it.
I guess when you don't win trophies that often, that's all you can talk about.
20 years is a lot of years, man.
You know what's crazy? Is that you guys will be playing in the Community Shield, and then they're probably going to win that. And then they're going to talk again. You're like, yeah,
They did the back-to-back Community Shield, bro.
yeah,
Wait, no, that would be 3.
yeah. They
Yo,
yo, yo.
yo, put some respect on them.
Come on now,
Respectfully.
a nice little silver plate.
Always
Okay.
two dumb bitches telling each other exactly, bro.
All right,
Ridiculous.
all right. Let's move on. We had our little jokes, our little fun. Season's over. Season's over, Eduardo. You can go. You
You
can
know
go
what?
to the mountains, find yourself, heal, and be back in August. And we lock
Let me
in.
give some credit though. Last thing, congratulations to Eduardo
We don't
for
need your
winning
bitch ass
our
credit.
fantasy.
Oh,
Yeah. Congratulations to you for winning the fantasy. You did
the
a
double.
double there. Yeah. So we will send you your money.
Won the league and the cup.
Exactly.
Cheers,
I'll be
lads.
there next season.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, I'll talk to you about your prize because you are supposed to get a prize.
Yeah.
So, well, 2 prizes actually. So,
Yeah.
I'll talk to you later about that. But congratulations.
Cheers,
We
lads.
was neck and neck at one point. It was close until you dogged me 1 match week. But it is what it is. We run it back next season. All right.
Absolutely.
Season's now over. We're gonna rank every Premier League club, A through F, on their performance this season. Obviously taking consideration like the level and expectation of each club.
Yeah.
As well. I already have my grading. I think you guys don't have your grading, so I'll just start off first. Y'all can bounce off
Yeah.
me if you want.
Wait,
Yeah.
so you're gonna do 20-1 all the way?
I'm not gonna do all the way. I'll do 20. Give my rating, why, and then y'all can agree or like give your own rating. All right. So Sheffield, obviously relegated. F. There's nothing else to.
Didn't they break the record for most goals conceded?
Yeah, 104.
Fucking ridiculous, man.
It's shameful to the Premier League, like we said previous episodes. 19th, Burnley also relegated. F.
No.
I'm
No.
gonna say
I
like
think
I'm gonna say
F.
like D.
In my opinion,
D,
F.
please. No.
Company. I just think
They
Company
tried.
didn't have the squad. I don't think he
He
had the
didn't have the
squad.
squad,
The
but
goalie was
some
messing
people
up.
expected them to stay up.
No,
That's why I give it
the goalie sold most of those games. If you could go back and watch,
Trafford, Trafford, but they brought in Muric, who's from the City Academy also. He was pretty good.
he was, but like I feel as though like if like he was just letting the ball roll into the goal sometimes. Like he was not doing his job at all. So I feel as though they could have finished higher. So I'm not going to give them an F. In this sense, they deserve like a D plus. So that's
I
what
think
I'm
also like I kind of had like bigger expectations from them, given I know the gap between the championship and the Prem is like massive at this point, but like the amount of points they racked up and the way they dominated the championship last season, I was optimistic about them, and then
Yeah, I was too.
Hmm.
That's why I give it an F because my expectation for them was to stay up, and because Company is this brilliant manager. Even though in my opinion he is, it's just I don't think Burnley is where he needs to
yeah,
be. Moving on, Luton. I wanted to give them a D. I'm giving an F just because they got relegated. Just because they got relegated, I'm giving them an F. I want to give them a D because performance-wise and like energy and like what the Premier League means, they brought it this season. They were unlucky most of the time this season. And in games, most of the time it was just teams were just better. But I feel like they'll go down the championship and they'll come right back up, in my opinion. Well, hopefully they do. Hopefully they do.
And you know what? When you said F, I'm like I can't do that. I was thinking like a B because they gave us moments. They gave us
a lot of moments.
So I'm like,
but they got relegated. That's why I kind of
they did, but like who expected Luton to do damage?
Yeah, nobody expected it. I expected them to be last, to be honest, like third last.
Yeah, so like Morris, like they just showed up. I feel as though they had to pay so much money to renovate their stadium, so they didn't have the opportunity to spend money to invest in players and so forth. So I give them a B, like a B minus.
A B, damn.
Yeah, like for the moment, especially that moment that got Arsenal celebrating like they won the Champions League at the goddamn.
It's a last minute winner. It's a last minute winner. You celebrate that shit.
Anyway, look, they gave us a lot of good moments, but at the end of the day, it's like they still got relegated, man.
They did.
And moving on now to like 17th Forest, who barely edged it. I'm giving them an F also because the players, the money they spend, their
Yeah.
expectations need to be higher than 15th, maybe even mid-table.
Yeah.
With the amount of players and money they spent, and they're barely scrapping points. Yeah, you could put into consideration that they got deducted points, but that's
Yeah.
that's your fault. Like, it's not like that you got done dirty. Like, that's your fault.
One charge is 4 points, right? Imagine 115.
Oh my God. Yo.
We back onto this. I thought we moved on.
Just saying.
Yeah. Anyways,
Just the
what do you guys
thought.
think?
I
What do you
think
guys? All right. We're talking about Forest. What do you
Forest.
think?
I'm gonna give. I do like their squad. I'll be honest.
I do as well,
Yeah.
but
I want to give them an F though, because Chris Wood should have finished that shit against City. But
You're relying on the ops to do the
yeah,
work,
we're
man.
relying on other
but
clubs
I
again,
I
man.
do agree like an F, given the amount of money they spent, the transfers,
Yeah.
them getting deducted points. It should have been like a lot better than what they did. So
Yeah,
I
they
can't
started
really
season-
give them like a good rating.
Then they started season really well too, like before all the stuff happened. They did, kind of.
Yeah, they even beat Chelsea at Stamford Bridge.
Yeah.
That's how good
Yeah.
they were. Like they were like amazing, but like
They were fighting. They beat Chelsea. They lost by 1 against United. They lost by 1 against Arsenal.
Yeah, they were decent.
They started
Yeah.
decent.
Okay, yeah, I get D minus. I can't give her
Basura.
F. Yeah, D minus.
Like we all said it. Like we rather Luton stay up than Forest.
Oh yeah,
Right.
oh 100. I was already waiting to get that Luton kit next season. Oof, I'm not even gonna lie to you. That Luton kit was gonna hit like crack.
All right, 16th Brentford. I gave him a D.
D minus.
Ju-
I think they were decent until Mbumo got injured.
Yeah, that's why.
After that, they went on a horrible run, and that's why they ended up so
And-
bad.
Also, Tony. We expected him to
Yeah.
at least save them a bit. He didn't do much, honestly. Yeah,
Are
yeah.
you
he
guys
got
still looking to
injured.
buy him this summer?
I don't know.
That's a great question.
No,
The form,
100 mil went down to the 60 mil. Just saying.
not even like 45 now.
And
Can't
he
lie
can
to
hit you parlays. He can hit parlays for you. I'm just saying. It's a win-win. Like,
nah.
Tony's not.
There's
Not
better.
no
There's
more?
better options in the market.
Wow, 20 goals a season to
Wait,
not
what?
being better options. It's crazy.
Wow. In the Premier League market
No, in general,
or in general?
there's. I don't know. I'm interested in Girassi from Stuttgart. Interested in I forget his name or how to pronounce it. Gyökeres from
The-
Sporting Lisbon. He got more than 50,
Oh.
more than 50
Something
contributions.
like that, right?
It was crazy. Like I haven't seen like there's no media coverage of that shit at all.
I know,
I'm like,
I know.
yo, like,
It's
his
ridiculous.
PR's not doing the good work.
The sporting guy, Chelsea's linked to him, but I don't think we're gonna get him.
So there's multiple options, and just seeing from what I saw Tony this year,
Yeah, I totally agree with you.
I'm tired of it, or like the project of Arteta saving players. He's not here for that. Give us a proper number 9. At this point, there's no
Wow.
rebuilding.
Wow.
My City sloppy seconds and expect to win the league. But hey, it is what it is. Yeah, Everton.
Hey man, 60 million down the drain. They said. All right. Anyways, 15th Everton. I gave them a C.
Yeah.
I think everybody. So I'm not everybody, but most people expected them to get relegated, even with the point deduction. Sean Dyche eventually made them actually like play exciting football. Even beating some teams.
And
Like
then
Liverpool, Chelsea.
Liverpool.
They beat United, right? I don't know. I don't remember.
Can't remember. Let me see.
Regardless, they gave teams a good performance. And yeah, without the point deduction, they would be higher on the table because they're only 6 points behind Wolves, who are next. So
I think
they could be
Everton.
really high.
I want to give them. I would say a D, because I enjoyed their defense.
Yeah.
They had a solid defense this season. I think that was pretty respectable, and they also liked the way they concluded the season. several wins just in a row out of nowhere. I think they're really locked in.
Yeah.
But so I would give them better, but I have no respect for a team who breaks charges and has to be deducted points.
Oh my
So
God. Yo, keep yapping, bro. No. But I agree. I agree with I'd do a D plus. Great defense. Their forwards are great. I just think they need to figure out their midfield a little because I feel so most games their communication is oftentimes off. So once they figure out
Yeah.
that midfield, they can unlock something special. So a little D plus. I'm excited to see them play next season, to be honest. And I'd be sad if they had gone down because Everton is just going there to play alone. It's like a big event. Like you could drop
They're
like
getting a new
any team could
stadium,
go
I
there.
think.
Yeah,
also just the Merseyside derby is huge for the
Yeah.
Premier League.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it is. 14th, we have Wolves. I gave them a D plus, C minus.
yeah.
They
Yeah.
did have moments a lot this season where they did play very good. Just similar to Everton, I think it was a team they expected to be either relegated or in relegation problems. And honestly, they weren't. They played pretty good football. You know, they had players like Hwang Hee-chan, Cunha, who else? Sarabia,
Lemina, Semedo. They had a decent squad.
the left back.
I
Yeah,
think
they have a
that
decent
in
squad,
my
decent manager
opinion,
too.
they just performed to their expectation.
Hmm
Bottom table team.
Yeah.
No,
So
at one moment they were like 6-7, and then they were
Oh,
up there,
yeah.
and then they just
They were
dropped
top
like
10 at one
form
point.
at this like the end of the season. So I was disappointed in that sense because they just fell
Yeah,
off.
they were
I
higher
just
than
thought
Chelsea at one point.
yeah because I like going into the Christmas break, they're great, and then after Christmas break, I think you need to continue that form. Like Arsenal, like they continued that form after Christmas break. They were amazing. They went on a crazy run,
Yeah.
but they just fell off completely. So I guess I put a D there. I paused.
Yeah. For the D. Eduardo, you rated it already, right?
Yeah, I would give them like a D.
Okay.
Just again, perform to the expectation.
Yeah. All right. 13th, we have Fulham. I gave him a D also. Pause.
Fuck this club, bro.
they did do the double on a London rival, Arsenal. They did have
Tough.
moments where they did look like a proper club, proper ran club. They played like a proper club, but then there were games that they were dog shit. I mean, I think 13th is full of standards, so
Yeah,
it is what it is.
calm C. I'll say calm C. C is because they did the double. So
Hmm
They didn't do the
that's
double.
they did it.
They did the double on Arsenal.
A
Yeah. They
double
did the
a double means 2 wins.
Didn't
They
they
didn't
win
get
twice?
2 wins on you? Oh no, they didn't. I'm sorry. That was Villa. My
Yeah,
bad.
bro.
I mixed them up. My bad. My bad.
My
You know, it
bad,
happens.
bro.
You know,
My bad,
I'm
bro.
human.
Shit, you should know about doubles. We did that on your bitch.
Yeah.
Well, no, you didn't.
Oh fuck, we didn't. Oh shit! I
But
can't have shit.
you lucky you got a draw. You lucky you got a
I
draw at
can't
Stamford
have
Bridge. You're lucky.
Shit. Oh
Yeah,
my
and
god.
he lucky you got a
Confident
draw.
about it. He's
All right,
so
man. Fuck
confident
it.
about
Fuck it. They get a D. Fuck it. Bournemouth.
Well, Kimo, what do you give Fulham?
it.
I don't know. You said
No, I said it's a C. Just because
okay.
of the I thought it was a double, but I'll take a single. The single is still something.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't even know what's on. All right, 12th place, Bournemouth. I gave him a B, surprisingly, because I didn't expect him to be that good.
Same. I would give them a B. In fact, they broke the record for most points in the Premier League for them.
Yeah.
So I think they definitely went higher than the expectations, and overall, just like they're number 9. Fucking Solanke, what a baller.
Cobham product.
Shut the fuck up. He carried FPL, and so I appreciate that, man.
Say thank you to Chelsea.
When I transferred him in, he stopped balling. I can't even lie to you. He went under like a cold six,
But
7 game streak.
this is his first like big season, so
Yeah.
Yeah, fair.
yeah. So
Yeah,
give him time. Give him time. He'll
yeah.
do good. 11th. Wait. Kimo, did you rate?
No, I did not.
Oh,
I
okay.
also give it a. No, I also give it a B.
Okay.
They're exciting team to watch, and I just think they need to
Scary to play.
rebuild the defense a little bit. It's lacking
Hmm.
over there. But once they figure out the defense components and like add one piece into the midfield, they can be special. So I'm excited to see them next season. To be honest, probably gonna finish high, top
True.
10.
True. Um, 11th, we have Brighton. I gave him a D.
Disappointing.
I gave him a D for disappointment.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. D minus.
I mean, the fact that we have these standards for Brighton is crazy, but
If you look at their
how
squad,
good
they
they've
have
been
a
the
good
past two
squad,
seasons,
man.
yeah, and they do have a good squad.
Okay. You
And
know what?
Deserby leaving too on top of that. Sheesh.
My thing is with Brighton is that they should have kept certain players, but the money was just coming in, like from Chelsea, because Chelsea is like their main buyer in that sense. So like when you start selling these key players that made your squad great last year, this year, like it just complicates things, and then they just fell off completely. So I don't know. Maybe they have to go academy to figure out some shit to bring up, but I don't know. I don't know how they're gonna fix it. They probably will start to be that mid-table team, or just that 10 to 15, because I can't see them fixing it at all, to be honest. So
I mean, but it
D
also
D
depends who they
minus.
bring in as well too. Deserby
Yeah,
leaving. Deserby's a
Yeah.
good
baller.
manager.
I think he's going to Bayern or something. Yeah,
Nah,
probably ball.
it's already done. Like that's not happening.
Not really.
Yeah. So he and then so we'll see where he goes and who Brighton gets.
Yeah,
But it might be downhill for Brighton, I think, for now.
yeah.
Um,
You have Eduardo. What do you think?
yeah, I forgot to
I
ask
would
you.
give them D, honestly, like with the squad they had. I honestly had high expectations, especially like might get cooked, but like somebody like Ansu Fati as well, just going to this club, like it only increased my expectations for them, and they just were like extremely like inconsistent, um, and so I expected much better from them. So yeah,
Yeah,
True.
yeah. I remember at
Very,
one
very
point
true.
in time they used to say he's going to be the new Messi.
Injuries, man, it happens. Injuries, injuries can kill your career. Um, 10th, Crystal Palace. I almost gave them a B, but I gave them a C, just because the
it's,
reason they're a
it's
C is it's recent. It's
it's
recent.
different. Yeah, first half of the season, second half of the season,
Not even
or
two
like
thirds of the
yeah,
season. Two thirds
yeah.
of the season were bad.
So I think it also cancels to like a C because recently they're
Yeah.
fucking cooked Villa 5-0. Mateta locked the fuck in. So
Baller.
recently they were
Baller.
nuts.
Shirt tucked
Um,
in his.
but at the beginning, it's whatever. And I think at the end it's proper that like it cancels out because in a sense, like if you look at their history, Crystal Palace is known as a mid-table team. Like over the
Yeah.
past few years, 14, 11, 12, 14, 14, 12, 11, this year 10. So they did do better than the last years, but it's also like this is the exact level expected for them. But if they keep this form going into next year, then who knows? They could be
Yeah.
pushing European football.
They could, but also players
Whoa.
leaving is a big factor. Michael Olise and then Eze.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
two biggest players and their best players, and the two biggest reasons why they're so good right
Oh
now.
wait, didn't it, he signed like a new contract last year or something like that?
Olise,
Yeah, because
that don't mean shit.
no, it's
That just
clause is
raised the
up.
price.
No, I know the clause is up though. Like it's like what, 70 million?
It was 30 mil, and now it's like 60, 65 mil.
Yeah, so that's
It's still
stupid.
for a player his level and potential. That's cheap. That's very cheap. And Cheltenham's got it for 30 fucking mil. Fucking hell. Oh, he did us dirty. But yeah, I mean, for Palace, he is very good.
Yeah.
All right. Ninth place, West Ham. I gave him a C.
Really?
Even they were good first half of the season. They were good. That's the reason why I give them a C. Second half of the season, they were very bad. But yeah, that's the only reason. I think ninth is also an ideal position for West Ham, even though obviously they won Conference League, playing Europa League and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But for a club like West Ham and what they're known for, I think ninth place is understandable.
I would disagree on that. I'll give them a calm B minus because last season
That's high.
they're facing relegation. Like literally, they were good.
True.
So like, no one expected them to be top 10, to be honest. So
Yeah, but if you look at the squad, they don't. Them being bad last season, I don't is poor on them.
And they
But
did
the squad is good.
good business
oh
Yeah,
yeah,
the summer transfer window. Those are
they
picked
brought
out.
in good players.
Yeah. So I also had like a
also
bit higher expectations
They were
for
top
them.
6 at one point.
Yeah,
they were.
they used to be a top 6 club. I would give them a D. Honestly, I had higher expectations for them just with the business they did. The team they had, I expected like a lot better from them than ninth. But
Probably
Yeah,
next
because we can all play it to part like West Ham standards from previous years. Like ninth place isn't where most people
yeah,
think they are, but if you're looking at the personnel, and they should be around this area. Um, but they could have been higher if they continued their form. But it is what it is. They just haven't been performing the second half of the season, and that drops them down to ninth. And I think C, maybe D, is a decent rating.
Maybe I'm just being a Declan boy, you know?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, Declan left and they
Yeah,
went
Declan
higher.
really. Yeah, I think Declan's changed your life. I ain't gonna lie to you with that transfer fee, but they'll be better next season.
bargain.
Because
I mean,
new
It was a
manager.
bargain.
yeah, new manager coming in,
Yeah.
but someone like Paqueta leaving.
Oh, Napoli
Kudos,
City.
for the right fee could leave also. Kudos is a baller. Oh my god.
I wish I had him. I ain't gonna lie to you. The way he was cooking us today, I was like, oh.
He could have been a Chelsea boy as well too. Fucking hell,
To
bro.
replace him with Jackson, you guys be top
But
four.
he's not a striker
No,
though.
no, but like no. I feel as though like if you like certain players can change position. I feel as though he is
True.
capable. He's
But if you
capable.
want the best out of them, you rather put them in a better in their natural position.
I
That's just
guess.
me. That's just me. If you want the best out of them, um, let's move to Manchester United. I almost gave them an F. I almost gave them the F. You guys might give them an F, but I give them a D.
No.
I think that's valid enough. Just because, all right, you're still top 10, but performance wise, you're F level. And also it's not Premier League, but they're still in the FA Cup final.
I
They
guess.
they can do the impossible. You know what I mean? Nobody expecting them to win that, but they're fighting at least for something else.
Yeah, that's fair. I would say D minus, negative 1 goal difference.
Yeah.
That's funny. Um, Overall, I guess their season was overshadowed with injuries, but that's Chelsea's season too. But Chelsea finished above them. The funny thing is that United fans have given Chelsea fans shit all season to let Chelsea finish above them. That's the craziest thing. I'm like, I wouldn't be outside at all. Literally. Like even today, I'm like, if we lose this game and Arsenal win, I can't show my face for at least 2 months because I
Shameless.
know it's gonna get cooked.
Zero
So
respect.
yeah, so D minus. Come
My
on.
man Eduardo is showing his face, and you wouldn't show your face. That's disrespectful, man.
He has no history, bro. He just started winning. Doesn't understand how the game works.
Okay.
United. I never had high expectations or anything for them, but regardless, this is definitely an F. Like just looking at the statistics, -1, negative goal difference. I think they broke the record for lowest points in one season. Ten Hag is a fucking dumbass. So just in general, like the club is broken from left to right. You can't say I think maybe the only positive think about this season is Garnacho's bicycle kick
Oh,
and
that shit was beautiful.
Ahmad's performance at the end of the
Goal of
season.
the season.
But
And Anthony.
At least he got a goal. Shit.
cannot believe he got a
Gotta go.
goal. I cannot believe he got a goal. But this United squad is a mess. complete mess.
Yeah.
Um, I'll leave it there.
I would, when you said you didn't have high expectations this season for them, like they literally finished top four. Like
Last
how?
They were
season
third.
they were third, but like if
Yeah,
you look
and
at
but
their
they went to
squad,
like
it's just
two
like
finals too. So like that's
I don't
that's
know.
I expected them to challenge at least,
yeah,
or at least get top three again.
I would have
exactly.
expected top six, definitely not top eight. Like bottom, like actually like be eight. I expected like a top six.
They
Uh,
were at one point too,
yeah, and then they
and they
fumbled.
just continued going down and down and down. Like,
But I don't know, man. Looking at the squad, looking at it goes back to like the competitiveness and the business that every team in the Premier League is doing. Like when I look at their squad this season, it's comparable to something like Villa or like any in the top four. Maybe even Spurs. I wasn't convinced.
Okay, yeah,
mhm,
that's fair. Injuries.
there's
I blame it on injuries for them, to be honest.
Andrew. Yeah, I mean, but you could say that about other clubs too. So
Yeah, but like I feel as though like you got quality players. Like Chelsea, for example, they have quality players still with injuries. United, they have nobody. Like I don't even know their bench. Like academy players, like young boys.
I mean, that was just at one point too. We had straight academy boys. Bro was like 16, 17 years old.
Yeah,
I
okay.
mean, uh, United. You just. I mean, I'm not gonna pray for them, but they need to
Yeah.
pray for themselves. Shit, buckle up. Seventh place, Newcastle. I gave them a C. I think that's fair because if we're going off Newcastle standards, seventh is ideal. Most people would expect them to be higher just because they did finish top four. They were in Champions League. Obviously, they now have better players around. Obviously, Tonali getting banned. They also had injury problems
Yeah,
as well. Also played its part, but for the Newcastle that everybody knows, seventh I think is ideal. Um, I think they'll do better next season if injury free. Um, but the
nah.
Premier League is so competitive. The Premier League is so competitive, they might end up in the same position again. Um, if that C could be even like a C plus, maybe a B, if they City wins the FA Cup and they get Conference League.
That's
That's very possible.
that's fair.
Also, so putting everything in consideration, I think C is valid.
Yeah, I would say C plus from my end. I think what killed their season is the start of the season itself because they play all
Oh,
the big
they started
clubs.
rough.
Like they literally play all the big boys at the start of the season and just losing games and not getting points and then picking up injuries at the start, it just went downhill from there. And then they don't have the financial, like the
Freedom.
money to spend to, yeah, the freedom to buy players too. So it just made everything
Yeah,
weird. So
that's just way weird.
They don't have the money. Didn't they just get bought by one of the biggest billionaires?
yeah, but yeah, but
I don't know what's wrong, but like they're not allowed to spend a certain amount, and if
yeah.
anything, they might
Oh,
have to
because there are
sell
rules
players.
that you shouldn't break.
Yeah, if a financial fair play, they
Hmm,
might have to sell like somebody with like a high fee, like Bruno
interesting.
G, Isak, maybe
Very
even
interesting.
Tonali again. But I don't think they'll sell Tonali because of his problems.
Um,
I'd say for me, it's also a C. I think for Newcastle standards, seven is a solid finish. Even better if they can get European football again. I also give them a C just because I think, in a sense, 5 points in the group of death in the Champions League is rather respectable.
yeah,
Um, like I honestly wasn't expecting. I was expecting Newcastle to get rammed, like 1 point, 0 points. So I respect the 5 points in the 6 games for their standards. So I'll give them a C.
Okay, that's good. Chelsea in sixth place. I think I'm gonna give them an A. Like that.
what?
So that humbly and unbiased, I give ourselves a D. Um,
Wow.
I think that's very understandable. I'm not gonna let us get in top six and our recent run of games ignore the fact of like ignore the rest of the season. I'm not. Yes, other things played into part, injuries. Um, but if you look at our players, even with injuries, you look at the starting 11. That's enough to scrape points against relegation teams. It's unacceptable what I saw most of the season. The fact that certain people are still entertaining Poch as his so-called proper manager. Yes, he got us top 6. He finally became a tactical manager the last few weeks of the league. Congrats.
Yeah.
Is he doing good now? Yes, but long term he is not my manager. So yeah, I give us a D. We're going into Conference League. We're back in Europe. Um, it is Cole Palmer FC, and that's why we're in Europe. Not just Cole Palmer, other players like I said, Malo Gusto, Gallagher played a big part as well. Um, but Chelsea standards, I'm not satisfied, and it's
That's,
unacceptable.
that's fair. And I think from my end, I give a higher grade. I would say C plus. I would say
Yeah,
because I was looking at the stats the other day, and it was talking about like teams that gather points after the winter break, and Chelsea was third. Was
yeah, third or
Arsenal?
fourth.
No, they were
No,
third.
fourth.
No, they
After
were
the top three, we were fourth.
no. They were like Arsenal, City, and then Chelsea. Chelsea was like the third
If you say
team.
so,
Yeah, like I
I'll
was
take third.
you guys literally gathered the most points after like on that run from winter break
Yeah,
to now, and like and recently with your form too. I feel as though your players are finally starting to click. I just think they need to figure out leadership and
yeah,
ownership of like who takes free kick, who takes penalty, because it's just a
yeah.
bunch of guys just doing like trying to do their own thing. And I was even
I'll
watching the
get
game
into
the other
that.
day with Palmer too. Like he was like yes, he had 2 goals, but he was trying to be selfish when he could
Yeah,
pass.
he's
And
very
so
selfish at times.
yeah, so
But then
like
I understand it because he gives a perfect pass to Jackson and he misses the easy chance. And like at that point, I'm like, yo, I'm giving you every opportunity, boy.
but it was definitely it struggled at start, but you guys did finish the season strong
Yeah, our first half
and
was terrible.
and you guys are a tough team to play regardless. I feel that you guys show up against a big team
Yeah,
besides Eduardo's,
diverse.
but like yeah. But you guys show up against us in many ways, so I'm excited to see how the project continue next season. And I know you
Yeah,
guys gonna
I'm
go into the
excited for
season.
the future.
Yeah, you guys gonna go into the season with Poch too. So like I'm excited to watch you guys and the jerseys were yeah fire.
We always cook on the
Uh,
jerseys.
I would say similar C, I guess for Chelsea
Oh,
standards.
thank you.
I would have expected a lot better. In general Chelsea standards, I would have expected a lot better. But
Yeah.
looking at last season, going 12, and then doing stupid business, in my opinion, bringing 13 players over the calendar year is stupid business. You can't just bring a
Last season
hella
or like this summer,
this
last summer.
season in general, 13
But
players
you know
over
how
their
a lot of
summer and
players
winter
left though.
market. Yeah, but it
Like
still
a
doesn't
lot of
matter.
it.
Like that is just bad
Yeah,
business. You don't just flip the entire team around. It that like you need to build chemistry. You need to build some form of fucking some system. Like it just
yeah,
to me it's just bad business doing a complete like turnaround on your squad. I don't like that. So like in terms of that, like I expected for a mess to occur. Obviously there were
Yeah, it
injuries
was a mess.
involved, but like when you bring that many players in, when you kick so many out, a mess is bound to happen. And a lot of times also like the fact that like the business is like you're bringing in 16, 17 year olds as well. You're selling them contracts before they even develop, and then you're bringing them to a team that's a bit of a mess into
Yeah.
probably the most competitive league in the entire world. It's just like better business needs to happen, and then a better manager is needed as well.
Yeah.
Uh, so I think like based on all those factors, I was not expecting a European spot, and I even told you earlier in the season I don't even think a European spot is a good idea.
Yeah.
Maybe that's not the case anymore, but like in general, I never thought that a European spot would be a good idea for you guys.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I said in July, my prediction would be fifth through eighth because the team is so young. There's gonna be inconsistencies, and we've seen that all season. Very inconsistent. Now, run of games, we've been very consistent, but I wish I would have seen that in the beginning, you know. But that's just how it is. I mean, I do agree with Eduardo. Most he says, yeah, bringing in 13 plays is a lot, and making a whole flip a whole squad like that. But most of the players wanted to leave. Their time was just up. You know, Havertz wanted to leave. He joined a rival. Same with Mount. He wanted to leave. He joined a rival.
Opt.
Aspilicueta, he was old. His time was up. He left. Koulibaly, waste of money. He left as well too. Like, and there's some players in the squad that like aren't Chelsea standards as well either, but they're still in the squad. And yeah, you're right. Signing a lot of young players with a lot of potential and just expecting them to like perform right away. I don't expect them to perform right away. I don't, because I just know they're kids.
Yeah.
You know they're not ready yet. You know, um,
Yeah.
my only issue with the board is not picking the right managers and not bringing in experience. That's my only issues. Yeah, signing a lot of young players is and on long contracts could be a problem. But right now, currently, I don't see it as a problem because I know long term it could benefit us. It might not. These players could be shit, like Ansu Fati. It could be
In
Ansu.
general, I just think it's bad for the game in general, and I've seen this
It is. It is
being
bad.
discussed recently. Like Neymar stayed and developed at Santos. He stayed there for a
I
while.
like that.
These
I like
players are
that.
fucking 16, 17 from the favelas. They've been in the pro league for 1 to 2 years, and then sending them all the way to Europe right away. It's just that you're setting them up
Yeah.
for failure, and I think Chelsea's one of those clubs that like they actively look for those players, and then like
Yeah.
how long are you gonna have to invest for them to reach their full potential?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, because our Chelsea standards is like you need to perform now. You need to win now. You need to win trophies now. But I think what the board wants to do is plan for the future, in which I 50-50 understand. Because me just being prideful, I'm like, I want to win every single game. But at the same, I'm like, you just got to understand our situation right now. We're not going to win every game. We're not going to be consistent. Um, yeah, it's just the Chelsea standards aren't where they should be. Simple as that. Yeah, we are signing a lot of kids, but those 16, 17-year-olds, we can't have them until they're 18. Like, yeah, we have them, and some of them are really good.
That sounds
I'm not gonna lie.
crazy. Yo, Artie.
What I say? Oh, hey, what am I saying? What am I saying? I'm talking about football. Hey
So
man,
yeah.
hey
No
man.
Didi, no
Man,
Didi.
No, duty, man.
you wasn't gonna allow me. But anyways, I'm excited for the future. But I'm not satisfied. Simple as that. Think.
That is fair.
We're gonna get away from Chelsea because I can recap for years. Fifth, Tottenham Hotspurs. I gave him a C. I could have given him an
What?
F.
Oh,
Could have
briefly.
given him an F.
No. You're tweaking
Me
right now.
being a hater. Gotta give him an F. But C, first half of the season, they were doing,
Numbers.
they were doing insane. Yeah, injuries came into part, but then I think the manager also came into part, not being prideful and not changing his tactics in certain games, and like sticking with. Yeah, like I like the whole point of like, this is the way I play, whether you like it or not. But you also gotta adapt to certain games. Like imagine playing a high line against like a Holland. You're dumb. You're dumb. You have 9 men on the field and you're playing a high line against Chelsea. Are you dumb? Are you dumb? But like games like that is like why they've been very poor.
Yeah. I forgot that
Um,
happened, to be honest.
and also it just Spurs being a Spurs.
Yeah.
So so you're welcome for me giving a C. I could give you that. Like,
No, I no, I think beginning of the season, they're definitely like a B plus,
yeah, hell
like
yeah.
going A. I'm not even A minus, I would say. But with a recent form, it just drops them down to like a B minus in my book. Shout out to Sonny for doing this
Shout
thing
out.
for me. Gotta be a B minus. Fuck it. I'll put a B on there. So, a little pride. I'm about to get his kid, but hey, yeah. Overall, I feel as though with the project that they have, they can grow next season. I know
They
their
could.
manager is talking about the mentality of their players are weak because of the whole situation with Arsenal and now trying to win, give them a chance to win the league XYZ. So I think he's going to have a great opportunity this summer to bring in some key players, and I see them rebuilding in some form. But They're definitely top four next season because I don't think Villa will be able to maintain that. So yeah,
I'm gonna give him an F.
you're just
And,
a
and
hater.
guess what? I
Team
understand.
team full of serial fucking losers. I hope Son, you disgust me, you piece of shit. I hope you enjoy playing in fucking Cyprus against nobodies. Um, I I think I have zero respect for any team who, based on the context of the season, completely throws out their own season. Um, uh, they had good individual performances here or there. I think Pedro Porro had a really good season. Vicario showed like to be a really good keep. Van de Ven was solid as well. So individually, some players were solid, but this team fucking disgusts me, and I pray under downfall. I don't even have to pray under downfall. They've never had a good. They never had anything. So fuck this team, but they're getting an F. And Son, you're a piece of shit. Fucking crybaby, serial loser.
Period.
Who's crying though? Who's really crying?
Son is always crying. Son is always crying. He's known as a crybaby. I'm glad you haven't achieved shit. Piece of shit.
He won the Asian Cup, didn't he?
No, you
Against
didn't.
who? Fucking Qatar, Oman. Don't mean shit.
I don't know. Anyway, let's move on. Before Eduardo blood pressure goes up.
I'm
Better
heated,
crash
bro.
out.
We're going to top four. Fourth place, Aston Villa. I gave him an A plus. Very good season. Very good season. In my opinion, Unai Emery, manager of the season.
Oh yeah,
In my opinion.
definitely.
He did a complete 180 on Villa.
He's like Arteta, manager this season. He said when you said Emery, he's like
did the double on the mighty Gunners, the best team in the league. You know, and what they got Conference League last season, and then getting Conference League or Europa League again would just be, I guess, a good season. Them getting top four now in the Champions League. What, after like 40 years, some shit like that?
yeah.
That's a plus.
Nah, I agree with you. I'd probably do A minus. We at City we changed your life. I ain't gonna lie to you. With 100 million, we did change your life for the
No,
better.
I
So
mean, they had Gerrard with that 100 million, and he had him at relegation.
so you know it is fine. So like I every season I see progress from them, especially like they always bend over backwards. So I can't even lie to you. Like they really do it. So especially this season, I know Emery was your guy, Eddie, but you know he the way you guys treated him, he just got
Horrible fucking manager.
he,
Yeah.
he
I
got
want a
Villa
shit
there.
manager that does a double on fucking Arsenal.
So yeah, I agree. They definitely overachieved, and what's their goalie name? The Argentina guy,
Martinez.
Martinez. He's definitely good. He's a dickhead, but
Prick.
Love that dickhead, bro.
yeah. They even threw a watch party. That was
I
so
said what I
funny.
said.
Like, yeah, it was great too.
I would give them a B, honestly. I agree that they exceeded any expectations. They also did good business over the summer. I would give them an A, but like the way they ended the season was just pretty shit.
Oh,
And also just crashing out against Olympiacos was in the Conference League, and like bit of a nobody team.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I did expect a little bit more from them, but again, I was a little bit spoiled or clouded by the way they started their season and the way they've been throughout. And the performance, like individual performance from players like Bailey or Douglas Luiz or Watkins in general.
Watkins.
But yeah, I would say it was a very successful season for them in general.
nah. You know, it's when you mentioned that the way they started the season, at one point they were top of the league. They were top of the league at Christmas. I remember we recorded a podcast. No, they were like a point or so with them.
They were third. They were third. City was fourth, I think.
Yeah, they're the
They
whole
were
show
third,
was
and they were
crazy.
close with Arsenal. They were
From September to December, they only lost one game.
Yeah,
Sheesh.
there's mad. So that's just funny. Just bring back memories of like we thinking like if Villa do win the league, like it'd be insane. But they just fell off. They lost form after the break. So And I guess international break really cooks it too, to be honest.
Yeah. All right, let's move on. Third, Liverpool. I gave him a B. Third, I think top four is Liverpool standards as well. B, just because they were first slash second with Arsenal, pretty much neck and neck majority of the season. Majority. Um, and yet they did overachieve. We look
Huh?
at they look like in terms of like some of the players he brought in. I mean,
Oh
I
yeah,
didn't
yeah,
expect
yeah,
them.
yeah, yeah,
I didn't
yeah.
expect them to get to at least challenge. I didn't expect them to at least challenge in a
Yeah,
way. So I think third is understandable. They leave it with a Carabao Cup as well. That's it's not the prettiest trophy, but it's something. It's better than nothing. You know.
that is fair. Yeah,
So
I agree with you. Definitely B plus. I don't know how that club documentary is going, but hey, shit might be special. Um, although I wish we had a Liverpool fan in our friend group. To be honest, that'd be special too. But overall, they had a great season, and one of the big things I enjoyed with Liverpool is that no one expect them to rebuild their midfield in one summer because that's the
yeah,
hardest thing in the world to do.
yeah,
And
it is from experience.
and the way they played like the first half of the season, like three-fourths of the season in general,
Yeah, three
you
fourths
would
of
have
it.
you would have think like they were gonna go on to win it all. But
Yeah,
I don't know what happened. Maybe the pressure got to them. I literally don't know, but they just fell off. And
injuries as well. They did have. He got hit with pretty hard injuries.
also was AFCON, right? That's what it's called, right?
Yeah,
So like,
Afcon Asian Cup
yeah, yeah,
also
yeah.
plays
So
a
the
part.
players,
I mean, but
players,
after that, they still did good after that though.
not really. Salah was out. Salah lost his form too. So
I
like,
mean, yeah, Solid did lost his form, but then you have players like Luis
Other
Diaz.
people stepped up, yeah.
Yeah, Jota will step up. Nunez, even though
Darwin,
he's Mr. Consistent, he showed
Darwizi.
up. He showed up sometimes this season. Sometimes.
yeah.
So yeah, no, they had and like defensively, I think they were pretty good defensively as well. Van Dijk was one of the best defenders in this league.
I don't know. I don't know. I saw that the other day when someone said, "Player, you know what we have to do? Player, this, like team of the season. We do need to do that because
We'll do
I
that.
don't.
We'll do that next week.
Yeah,
If
because I
y'all
don't.
free.
I feel as though like Van Dyke personally, I would put either Gabriel or Saliba as the two best defenders this season, like the center backs. Like I'm not even like,
They are
and
the
you're
two
not.
best defenders this season.
Oh my God! Let me give you credit without letting your nuts
I'm
hang.
just,
I
I
know.
know, I hear you, and I'm just confirming it.
Okay, whatever. So I don't. Whatever. I don't know how Van Dyke made it into that discussion at all because I would put
You don't
Diaz
really.
above. Yeah, like I don't like to be honest. I haven't seen much of like maybe my expectation of Van Dyke is through the roof because
Mm-hmm.
he accomplished so much, you know. So now it's like I just expect more, do more. So
It's
in general,
understandable.
yeah.
Understandable. All right.
I think,
I mean,
yeah, I think B for me. I also agree that they overachieved, so I think that's been stated. Um, yeah, I don't know. It was weird seeing them crash out of the title race out of nowhere, but I think that's part of them overachieving as well. They had a difficult season in terms of injuries and stuff. Not that that's an
Mm-hmm.
excuse because other teams did as well, but the way they had to rebuild their midfield, like looking at it now, today's midfield was Endo, Elliott, and McAllister. Uh, yeah, uh, and like
pretty
getting
boy.
getting getting top three and keeping up the entire season with a midfield like that, I think it's pretty impressive.
Yeah, it
Uh,
is.
so yeah, and also just having Darwizi up top, getting top three with that brother up top, ridiculous.
That's my
Special.
twin.
You know, you also what's that Dutch player name that they brought in? That tall guy, I forgot his
Gravenberg,
name. No, 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 no.
Gakpo. Gakpo.
Gakpo.
oh
Yeah,
Gakpo.
I don't know. I think he's not achieving. Like I had high expectation for him.
I had
He was
expectations
he
for
was a
him.
World Cup signing.
Yeah, he
Just
was.
had a
No,
good
I
World
mean,
Cup.
but before that, he was doing good at PSV. I know the different
PSV,
standards
my
in a
boy.
different league.
I'll do good there
I know,
too.
but we've seen a lot of. Your boy Timber comes from that league, by the way.
He's
So,
different gravy though.
all right, but like you
Class,
said, a lot of the players come from
class.
those leagues. But yeah, he did perform good in that league. He did have a good World Cup. I just don't think they use him right. He's playing. He has his natural position is left wing. He's a
Yeah.
tall he's a tall winger, but they constantly put him as striker. Sometimes he's at center mid. Sometimes he's at right wing, and then he has other players that are better than him, like Luis Diaz, or sometimes Darwin Nunez is pushed to left wing. Jota can play across the whole front line. They're just better players above him, and when he's obviously just going to be played outside of position because of his height.
Yeah.
You
I
know,
mean, that is fair. And you know what? New manager next season. Let's see what they're gonna do. I feel as
a
though
Dutch manager too.
yeah. So like they might cook. I ain't gonna lie to you, but Anfield is not scary anymore. I think Anfield was like scary when Cobb was there. I don't think it's scary to go anymore.
I don't think you're allowed to talk about atmospheres.
Yo, Madrid.
Right.
Exactly. Even Madrid say like coming to the Etihad is not. It's not a beautiful sight, baby. So it is what it is.
All right. Second to mighty the Gunners, Arsenal. I gave them a shocking B plus, but I'll give them an A minus.
Really?
And the trophy list, they crashed out early out of the Carabao and the FA Cup.
They got a
Um,
Community Shield.
Nobody counting that respectfully. Like, it's not even disrespectfully. Even like if Kimo were to claim it, I would like don't claim that. You're expected to win the league. Don't lie. You were expected to win the league.
No, we weren't. Nobody expected us to win the league. You literally agreed with me. Like,
oh yeah, you're right.
a couple
My bad.
podcasts.
My bad. Don't shoot me. Don't shoot me. Bro, I had a gun ready.
I got the
know-
receipts. I got the receipts.
No, you're right. But performance-wise, you were expected to win the league
Oh, yeah.
this season. All right,
Oh,
let
yeah.
me get that right. Beginning of the season, I didn't expect it. Performance-wise, you were first.
You guys were
Don't
special.
Get it fucked up.
You guys
Don't
were
get
special.
it fucked up. You were first. Now you're not.
Not even first, but like it's special. The team was special.
Yeah.
Even-
it was a 3-horse race.
Even though you guys didn't even have like their forwards doing much, like you wasn't a goal scoring team like the first half of the like season compared to last year. You guys are banging those shit.
Last year, y'all were banging goals. This year, you were better defensively in midfield,
Yeah.
also as well.
So-
That's a difference. Attacking wise, goals weren't there. I'm
I
not
think
gonna lie.
I think we scored more this year than last year.
Really?
Yes,
Yes, we did.
if that's true, I'm surprised.
We scored 3 more goals this year than last year.
That's crazy. It doesn't even
crazy.
seem that way.
But I think it's mainly goals across everybody. But if we're talking about like your forwards in general, Martinelli didn't show up this season. I'm not gonna lie.
He didn't, but Kai did. Leo did.
Yeah, Trossard showed up, but he's on and off.
He's a sub.
You know?
Yeah, he's a super sub.
Yeah. Jesus, 4 goals. He can score. I can score 4 goals as well in the Prem. Straight tap-ins. Havertz, whether you want to accept it or not, 10 goals is not enough.
He got 21 contributions. What do you mean that's not
He's
enough?
good. He's good.
Especially,
No.
especially in the running. In the
I'm
running,
talking about goals. Relax, yo.
it doesn't matter. To me, it's contributions.
Let
You
me
should
talk.
mean something to me.
Let me
You should mean
talk.
something to me.
Let me
Let me talk.
All right.
Look, well, how many goals did he have? 10, 11, something like that? 12?
12.
All right, and that's a good season for him. Congrats. That's a good season, but it's not enough. Let's be real. That's why you still need a striker, like you said. Am I right?
Not enough
Or am I
in your
wrong?
first season. In your first seation in a title race.
Look at Palmer, man. I guess in the title race you put it that way. But Palmer in the first season,
Yeah, you want to put
You
it in
wanna go
title
band for
race, but
band?
I've seen it for 3 years where he won the Champions League, the Club World Cup, and the UEFA Super Cup. Yes, he's a very clutch player. I'm not gonna lie, and I told you, I like him. I want to like him, but the fact that he left us, even at our worst moment, even when he was shit with us too, as well.
He saw the project and said, "Hell no." Smart man. He's a smart man.
He's the reason we have a shit project.
No, he's not. He gave you a Champions League. Don't be ungrateful, you piece of shit.
Anyways, Anyway, he did that at Chelsea first, so it's okay. No, he got his lick back. He got his lick back, so it's okay. All respects to him.
And he celebrated.
But yeah,
King.
even though it hurt, it's fair play. Fair play. But attacking wise, even Saka had his goals, but if we look at performance wise, he wasn't that goal threat that people think he is.
Yeah.
No offense. You guys had a great season. You had a great season. It just wasn't enough. It just wasn't enough, and the proof is in the pudding.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's my favorite line now. It's shot saying. But anyway.
All right.
No, that's fair. I think when it comes to Arsenal, I would say last season I would give them like an A minus. This season I give them an A. They've definitely showed more character because I feel as though last season took them like a mental toll, just going so far in the in the title race and not having that experience. And from last season to this season, they've just developed, especially signing Declan Rice. Just having Rice in the back there to hold things down, especially with his experience of like playing deep into certain competition and being a leader. I think he's
leader in general.
Yeah, he's a phenomenal leader. Although it doesn't reflect in goals and assists. His performance is just solid all around. So he's definitely, I would say, top three signing of the season. As you mentioned, forward, like your attacking is lacking. You definitely need a striker. Saka wasn't the same as last season, but he still put in one or two performances from time to time. The only reason I guess you guys have that scoring ability in terms of goals more than last season is probably because of the Sheffield game. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
I mean, also West Ham away.
Oh yeah,
like 6-0.
We won like 5 different games, at least 5-0.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I remember.
but but like it wasn't like so and so got a hat trick or like two players got a hat trick.
Yeah.
It was like players across the board. The board got goals. Like the goals were shared.
Yeah.
You didn't have like one specific player that was like this is our bagsman.
And I totally agree. So I think the last point I'm gonna say is that your defense was amazing. Especially your center backs, love them.
Your left back too.
Yeah, calm. And your goalie from time to time, he has his moments. He has his moments. So I don't know if you guys gonna keep him. Because I think he's
staying. Raya is staying for sure. Ramsdale's gone.
For sure.
Yeah, so you guys definitely had a great season, and I think you should be proud of your team in general. Although it came up short, it's City at the end of the day. To be honest, like can't expect much. Like even Liverpool, go in 97, heartbroken.
Yeah.
So like it's difficult in that sense. So yeah,
I'll give them an A minus. I think positive in the sense that like we broke our like points record. Wins record. We had least goals conceded. In general, we had a very good season all throughout. Especially like also getting like 4 points from City, getting 4 points from Liverpool in the title race. I think that's pretty massive. Says a lot about us in general. I think also a big factor was the fact that like we only had 11, 12 players to rely on. Basically our full squad and maybe one sub. If you look at our bench, like there wasn't really much to rely on other than like Trossard maybe. And then Timber and Partey were out almost the entire season. So having a team basically with like just the fit starting lineup and then one player, I think that's pretty massive for the way we performed. And I think where we lacked was just like those games where we really needed to capitalize. The Fulham game, both Fulham games, both Villa games. I think that's just where we lacked a little bit. Perhaps it was the squad depth. I don't know. Maybe it's also like, I don't know. We delivered all like left and right. You'd look at 2024, we missed out on 5 points. And I think especially like compared to last season, it's a linear improvement over the past 5 years. We just keep increasing our points. And I think that like next season is going to be an even bigger improvement. It's only a matter of time until we get rewarded for it. So I'll give him an A, honestly.
Fair. For okay. And then lastly, Man City gave him a plus. Won the league.
You throw her?
Even
I know you throw her.
Would you want me to say give him an F?
I know you throw her.
It's fine. It's fine. But this guy's the biggest hater. A plus, fourth at one point, third. Yeah, 3-horse race. Still won the league on the final day. They're about to do the double with the FA Cup. I think A plus is valid. I mean, there's not really much to say. You won the league. Like,
Yeah. I think I totally agree with you. Like, I won't say A plus. I'll say A because our defense is lacking. Our defense wasn't good
Yeah.
this year at all. This year,
That is
Kyle
fair.
Walker made several numbers of mistakes as our captain. Kevin was gone for majority of the season, but we still held on. But at the end of the day, I think start end of the season, a lot of people expected us to win the league. So that
yeah,
expectation was always there. And I think what plays into our hands every year is that we go deep into tournaments. So we have our Premier League games rescheduled, which give us games in hand. So once
yeah,
we have
it helps
games in
out.
hand, now we have a different way of approaching these games in terms of winning because we can calculate the points and be like, hey, we can draw points here, but we cannot draw points there, X, Y, Z. And then we have the depth. We can
Yeah,
rotate even our goalkeeper, he
I'll
will
take him.
start for a lot of clubs in the Premier League, but he's
I'll
on the
take him.
bench.
I'll take him.
So it's just like I understand that people are frustrated and shit like that based on our squad depth, and a lot of people is in privilege in that sense. But at the end of the day, it's I think wise investments. Wise investments. So yeah, great season. Happy we did got it again. Fourth. Hopefully we can go for fifth next year. But if not, I'll be content with Champions League. But I want to send Pep off with a bang. Probably run it back to the treble. But that's just me being optimistic.
I'm gonna give them a B.
Ooh. Wait, and you gave Arsenal an A.
Yeah, I think we were better than City.
Hear him out. Hear him out.
In general, I think we played better football than City. I will give them a B, just because yes, obviously they won the league. Suck my dick. But if you think about their games against the Big Six, they won what, 2 games? They on the big games, I don't really think that City showed out as they were expected. When you think of City, the expectation is to win every game, to dominate the league, and I think this
That
year
should be embarrassing, though. Don't you think?
you capitalized against the small teams. Congrats, well done. That won you the league.
Yeah, and you don't capitalize. So what's the problem?
I still don't respect teams who need to financially dope themselves to lead to success. So I can't possibly give them an A. I can't possibly give them my respect. So I'll give them a B. I expected better. I really didn't give the Big Six, I guess the Big Six, a hard time when City's always expected to. So, yeah.
Yo, if we give the Big Six a hard time, do you think you will even be in the title race? Think about it.
Yeah, so give them a hard time. Stop capitalizing on the small teams.
Now we at least win by 10 points.
But you
I'm
did.
not even lying. We didn't. So it should be a testimony of how we
I think
had to
that's literally the one area we lacked, but I don't know.
do better. That's not my fault. And then you rely on your ops to doing your dirty work. Trying to be up. What? That should make sense. I know, Darwin, you're like...
Hey, man, to each his own.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand his pain. I feel for him. It's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. And
I don't understand shit, bro. Your ops are Burnmouth.
Yeah, man. Yeah, they are.
That's funny.
I don't know. It is
Yeah,
what it is, man.
yeah.
It is what it is.
I'm better. I show better sportsmanship than Eduardo.
You've been
I'll
in
give
this
you guys.
sport 5, 6 years, my brother. What do
Oh
you know
my
about this
God.
shit?
Why are you crashing out, my guy?
No, Chemo, it's your fault. It's your fault. That's why it's your fault.
It is.
Class.
Your name is on the paperwork.
Classless.
It's my fault. Spurs' fault. West Ham fault.
Spurs did
Fulham's
dirty
fault.
work for you, bro.
So you should have won the game against Austin. Like it was like Villa really did.
We did. We did.
Yo, I got out of the FA Cup. I'm gonna focus on the Champions League and the Premier League. Got clapped in the goddamn Champions League. Give
We
us
didn't get
Madrid.
clapped. We didn't get clapped.
You got touched. Nah, it's a joke. It's a joke. It's a joke. Yo, someone get him a blunt. You need to relax.
Nah. For a big club, definitely got clapped. In my perspective,
We did not. And it's crazy. It's
then
crazy because it's our first season back in the Champions League in 7 years, and everybody expected highest expectations for us.
Y'all said that.
exactly
Everybody
we
else,
did.
Yes.
because we keep getting clowned for losing to Bayern. Everybody had such high expectations for us. It's crazy. It says a lot about our club.
The fact that you guys wanted you guys didn't care. You guys wanted Bayern
You
or
literally said,
Madrid.
give me Bayern, give me Kane. And Kane
Yeah.
gave it you. He laid it down.
It wasn't Kane at all.
Hey, man. They showed up. Yo,
Yeah.
Kimmich with that flying header, he's like, oh. What's his name? Ben White. He's like trying to block the cross like that. Bro, get the fuck out of here. Put your body on the line. And Rye's like,
Nah, it was
but nah, that's City's fault. That's City's fault, bro. That's City's fault.
100%. 115. Add 5 more to that. But you know,
Yeah.
better luck next year. This is what it is. Yeah, the crazy thing was like the group chat went radio silent. I
You're
missed it.
healing, I'm telling you.
You are no one to talk. You disappear.
Yeah,
for
you really
14
aren't.
days
You really
from
aren't.
this.
I lose, I show my face, bro. I lose every weekend, I
I
show my
did.
face.
I did.
With pride.
I did disappear for 14 days. I couldn't take it. Yeah, because you know what? I thought we lost it. I thought we lost it.
And they thought they won it.
Yeah, they were clapping. They were clapping in the draw at ours, man. They were like, "Yeah!" And now, sad story. Yeah, my greatest thing
Amen.
is, I think it's gonna. At least I can have a great summer now, knowing that I ain't gonna be annoyed by Arsenal fans. Like, imagine Twitter today, tomorrow. Not even today, tomorrow.
Yo.
For the rest of the summer. Oh my days,
I can walk outside in peace.
just
Football
beautiful.
lost today. You guys are gonna realize that. It's deeper than a
Eh,
title.
It is.
Yeah. He gonna hit y'all with a Rico case soon.
No,
Watch.
no. I love the fact that the tone changes as the season progresses, and then we get here and like it was expected to see you cry a little bit, to see you hurt. It's destined in that sense. You know what? Next season, I want you guys back in the same position. Same position. Hurts. Got you guys practicing for medal ceremony just to see you guys
You know,
not get anything.
you know why? I know why he's so hurt. And correct me if I'm wrong, Eduardo. I think it's because part of those charges is Zinchenko and Jesus. It all makes sense now. The math is mathing now. It all makes sense. The stars are aligning. There's gonna be the clip soon.
It's always two dumb bitches saying exactly. Bro.
Yo, it's just banter. Relax, bro. It's just banter, bro. I've been cooked all season. I'm having my fun right now. And
Yeah.
guess what? I'll probably get cooked next season.
I've been
as well,
cooked for
too.
like 7 fucking years, bro.
Nah.
Hey man, nobody told you to pick Arsenal, man. That's your fault.
Well, I'll pick a club with class over picking a motherfucker who sold themselves.
Oh yeah, it picked the mighty Sheffield United. Anyway, I think we're done ranking. We don't have much time left. We've been talking for late. Do you guys want to do the quiz? I can cut this out. Do you guys want to do a quiz or not? It's up to you. We're talking for a
I
while.
have some food coming. I just ordered some food while we were chatting. I'm like,
All right, we get it now. Ain't no problem.
I hope
Yeah.
that shit tastes like shit. Fuck you.
why the fuck?
Oh.
Why fuck me, man? Like, why you fuck
It's your
Kelvin?
fault, Chemo. It's your fault. It's your fault. Simple as that.
Yo,
All
this
right.
this episode I showed you nothing but love.
Get the fuck out.
Your squad is a product of what we used to be. How the fuck you expect to win something when you're using our leftovers, our sloppy seconds? Think about it. Make that make
That's
sense.
like That's like Drewski wifing up Ruby Rose. Like,
Oh my day.
like. Am I wrong?
Nah, shout out to your baller in her DMs. So I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
He did a number. That's all I'm gonna say about that situation.
Anyways, yo, we're done. We're talking for a while. Eduardo, thank you for joining me. Thank you for showing your face. Yo, I'm saying thank you. What the fuck? Yo, he's good. Show it up. Yeah, show with
North
pride.
London forever.
DC the heart.
Not emphasis on the north, not the whole London. Just north, That's what he said.
DC the heart though.
Anyways,
Enjoy Conference League, you prick.
look, Kimo, they say North London. We say all of London.
Ah.
The pride of London. You know what I'm saying?
We got more trophies than you. Talk to me when you got more.
Actually, when
We
you
got
want something,
Champions League, bro.
Talk to me when you
Yo,
got more
get in
trophies.
the Europa League.
Don't give
Get
a
in the
fuck.
Europa
Talk
League
to
and we
me
can
when you
talk.
have more trophies. Don't matter.
Oh, you never know.
Don't matter.
This could run for another 20 years. We never know, man.
imagine never winning a big league trophy in your lifetime, Eduardo. Think about that.
We already won the European Cup.
Bro,
Yo, GG's.
those
Yeah.
were cold
I
workers.
told you last time. We won one in the last format. You won one in this format. How's that different? Talk to me.
Wah, wah.
It's
Anyways,
all love.
that's the end of the episode. Thank you guys
I
for
love
joining me. Thank you, Chemo. Go celebrate. Enjoy your food. Eduardo, I pray nothing but good mental health these next few weeks, months, this summer.
Yeah.
And better luck next year.
At least he
And
got.
I mean that. And I mean that. Better luck next year.
Yeah. I look forward to seeing you.
I just don't want you to brag off the start. I mean, yeah, it's good to be prideful. Like, yes, we're gonna win,
Nah,
but
motherfucker.
also be optimistic.
When we win that shit next year, I'm gonna be fucking unbearable for you, motherfucker.
And
You see, that's the
I'll give you your
problem. You
props.
see,
I'll give you your props.
You're gonna hear me
See,
out.
that's the problem. That's the
But in the
problem.
meantime,
The
look, they're
good
already talking
thing-
about winning next
The
year.
good things as a conclusion for you who speak Spanish, el fútbol siempre da revancha. We're gonna get our revenge.
Keep it on Spanish too.
I thought that was last year.
Kimo, telling
No,
you
no, no, no.
Latinas. You're right.
Che, why you exploding like that?
You. He's cooked now. Oh my god. Now CD really going to jail. Now he's really going to jail.
Yo, wrap it up.
Wrap it up. Peace out.